Hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hi, Alec.
Hi, Nikki.
How's it going? Hi to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are tuning in. Another Thursday HeyGen webinar, and we have a really exciting topic this week. One of our most requested features ever, the streaming avatar. So if you haven't seen the webinar where we've gone over this before, it was about a month ago that we had some initial, preview and initial overview of the feature. It's okay because we're going to go all over it again, and we have a lot of exciting updates. Alec here is the streaming avatar lead, and I'm the social media manager at HeyGen, one of the social media managers. So I specifically run the TikTok, and I help moderate all these LinkedIn webinars every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern. And we are live right now on YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok. So thank you all so much for tuning in. And if you're writing in any questions, any feedback, we're taking it all in. So all the questions, we're going to answer a lot of them at the end, but also as we go. So maybe we can start with just everyone writing in and telling us where you're coming in from and what you work in, just to kind of guide the conversation. So, in case we can give some examples that can make it really relatable to your industry. Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to introduce yourself or say anything else, Alec, but if not, we
Yeah.
can right into it.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. I think this is maybe the third time that we're talking about the streaming avatars. So it's pretty excited to see how far they've come. I think the first time we did this was maybe December. So it's been only 2 months, but it's already advanced pretty far. So yeah, I'm excited to show everyone kind of the new updates today, and whenever you
Perfect.
want. I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
answer
so
questions from
why
the
don't
audience
we
or just dive in.
Yes, I love seeing all the questions and the use cases that people use all of our features for, because that's how we best know how to be updating these features. So definitely let us know. We're super excited to show you all the updates. So why don't we just get into what is the real-time avatar and who is it for and what are some use cases?
Sure. So the streaming avatar API is an API, which for those who don't know is application programming interface. It's a simple way to tell the avatar what to do, essentially over code. So this means that if you have your own website, you have your own product, you have your own business, you can take one of HeyGen's avatars, but instead of just creating videos on the HeyGen website, you can actually put the avatar in a streaming fashion on your own app or your own product. So this means that your users can interact with your avatar right on your website, and you don't need to go to HeyGen. So that's kind of the basic premise of the product, and we're seeing a lot of exciting ways people are using this. One example we've talked about before is education. If you remember last webinar, I made a little streaming avatar that was a French teacher, and it had it tell me teach me a few words in French.
Yeah, that was awesome. That example, if you all missed it, you can definitely go back and watch our previous videos on YouTube and LinkedIn. But it was, I'm excited to see if you're having and showing us a different example or pretty much the same one, but with the new updates. Uh, there's
Yeah.
so many things you can do.
Yeah, I mean, just to list a few more quickly is,
Mhm.
for example, training. So we had a really interesting business come talk to us and say, hey, we train a lot of sort of frontline employees. So, for example, people that are interacting with, checking in, guests at a hotel. It's really useful to be able to role play those scenarios if you're a new employee and interacting with a real person on the other end as opposed to a robot or just a chat bot. So yeah, a lot of ways that you can use these avatars to interact with your users and provide a really exciting experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really like the French teacher. I know the first example that the first time we ever talked about it, I was like, wait, this can be like my performance coach or some sort
Yes.
of mentor. It could be your therapist. You
Yeah,
can do a lot
exactly. Right.
of things. This is
We are seeing, we are seeing people who want to use this for the therapy use case. So it's really
yeah,
interesting what's possible.
great. I mean, it makes it accessible way faster. Sometimes you have to wait to get an appointment, so I can see
Yeah.
it. Yeah, there's personal reasons and there's business reasons, of course. So internal and externally as well, people have been using it as,
Hmm.
interactive chatbots on their websites. Just a lot of different possibilities. And if you come up with new creative ways, definitely let us know too on how to use the streaming avatars. It is still, very much in beta, but there's a lot of updates. So why don't we why don't we just get into
Yeah.
what's new and let's do a
Sure
demo.
thing. Yeah, I'll show you kind of one of the most, the first thing to show is you'll see if you go to our streaming avatar demo, which hopefully we can share in the chat so everyone can access it. We have this new option here, select avatar. So a lot of people have been asking, how can I get my own avatar and have it be in streaming so everyone else can interact with it? Well, now you can. So you click select avatar, and then if you have these options here of avatars that you can use just to demo and try out. You'll see I selected mine. That's currently processing, and I'll be
Yep.
able to use my own avatar here.
Yeah, so let's just pause. This is a new update, selecting avatars for the streaming. You can select different looks. It is definitely helpful. I know before we had just one. So this is just one of the things that are new this week.
Yeah.
And you can use your own, right? Is that
Yes.
what
So
you're
if
getting?
you scroll down, you'll see that you have the option if you happen to have a fine tune or a studio avatar with HeyGen, which we can talk through those differences, Nikki, if you think. But basically, you have the option to click Start Streaming, and you can actually get your own avatar in the demo and usable with the streaming API. So that's kind of a new, easy self-serve way to get this kind of experience with your own avatar.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was mind blown when I used my own avatar. And I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I'm like chatting back and forth. But yeah, let's do a demo. Are you going to use your avatar or a different one?
So I'm going to do a different one, but just a few more, I guess. So that's kind of the first update. So yeah, you can now select your own avatar and use it in streaming. It takes 6 hours or so. So definitely very cool experience. And I wanted to talk through just quickly before we get to these other new features on this streaming demo that, this is just an experience for people to try out, really. If you want to actually use streaming avatars in your business, then you really want to be checking out our GitHub demo. So this is a software project that is easy, free for anyone to download. If you talk to us, you can get access, and your API key will work. But we've made one really cool update to this. So this is the GitHub project that you go to github.com/HeyGen official streaming avatar. We made one important update, which is that previously, we had people telling us, "Hey, I've made my own ChatGPT for my business. It's trained on my website. It knows everything about my products. How can I connect that to your streaming avatar?" And before, it was kind of a custom process and was going to require some engineering. We've made that really easy. All you need to do is just open this GitHub project and put in your OpenAI API key. So if you have a ChatGPT that you've trained and you've customized yourself, you can literally, just by pasting in your API key, get your streaming avatar to have all of that knowledge and basically be the face of your ChatGPT. So this is really cool, and it will make it really easy for people, hopefully, to get up and running with the streaming API.
Yeah, that's
That's just
awesome. And we always get
yeah,
so many API questions. So if you have more API questions, we're going to send the enterprise type form so that you can connect to an enterprise support team member and they'll be able to answer all of your questions. But if you have any questions for now, Alec is a great resource. So definitely ask away while we're on the webinar.
yeah. Yeah, somebody asked about the delay between the question and the answer. So we're seeing good latency of like 1 to 2 seconds. And so that's very cool, depending on a few other factors. It can vary connection speed. But for people asking, I'll sort of demo this now. The point of a streaming avatar is to have it be low latency, very interactive, feels close to speaking, having a real conversation. So now I'm going to show you kind of a few other things. One, I believe we had this last time, the knowledge base. So if you don't have your own ChatGPT, then you can actually just put a prompt here for your avatar. So you can think of this knowledge base as your avatar's brain, right? This is the knowledge that it's going to have at hand when it's interacting or chatting with somebody. So in this case, I have given it this prompt here and said, you are Alec, who is the streaming avatar lead at HeyGen. Your role is to answer questions about HeyGen's streaming avatar API. So I'm going to save this. So now this avatar will have this knowledge, and I'm going to start this chat. And you'll notice in the background, we actually do connect this to our own ChatGPT. This knowledge base is just an extra way of giving it more information. I might need to restart this here. So let me refresh. So I'm going to select the avatar again.
Yeah, and we have some people asking if this can stream on YouTube, get it working on Zoom. Will it only integrate with ChatGPT? Do you have any answers to those questions?
Yeah. So number one, yes, you can share this on YouTube using the API. You can also get it working on Zoom. We are coming out, I believe, with a very cool guide showing how we can connect this to Zoom. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, that would be huge.
Yeah, so that maybe you'll have to watch for the next webinar. But yes, and you can also connect to other LLMs outside of ChatGPT. But for now, okay, so I have the streaming avatar here. I said your role, you should be Alec, and you're the streaming avatar lead. So now I'll ask it, hi, who are you?
Hello, I'm Alec, the streaming avatar lead at HeyGen. How can I assist you today?
Well, its voice is deeper than mine, but there you go. So you see how the knowledge base has basically informed the streaming avatar what to say. Say, what are some use cases for the streaming avatar API?
Using HeyGen's Streaming Avatar API Suite, you can deploy your own streaming avatar as a virtual assistant, support agent, training agent, educational tutor, meeting host, or any number of other interactive roles.
Okay, very cool. So here's the really exciting update. You can now share this.
I'm doing a drum roll for you.
Okay, you can share this now. So if you enter your knowledge base, you select your own avatar, and you create a digital streaming version of you, you can now share this with other people. So you can copy this link and put it on social media, share it with your friends, and this could be a digital Nikki that can go out there and
my AI first.
Yeah.
You manage.
If somebody says, hey, Nikki, I want to, get an hour of your time. I have so many questions about social media. You can just, say, hey, I'm busy, but you can chat with my streaming avatar and share this link, and they're free to answer, ask questions. So this is really cool. And what's more, if this is a little bit of coding, but actually are super easy, level 1, we have this button here that says embed. If you click this, you'll get a little snippet of code that I'm going to do this live so everyone can see how easy it is and how long it takes. All you need to do is open up any kind of website that you have, go to the HTML file, and then paste in this snippet. And then when you go to open up that website, you will see this little chatbot here. So,
wow.
yeah,
Nice.
so it's really
Yeah,
cool.
awesome. And there's people asking about the voices. You are able to use your own voice, right? If you create your own avatar, and you have access to all the languages as well.
Yes, exactly. So again, if you create your own fine-tune avatar on HeyGen, or if you're one of our enterprise customers and you create your own studio avatar, you can use this, and it'll be your avatar, your voice. You'll be able to speak all the languages that HeyGen supports. So all of that applies. And yeah, so that's really easy, but just wanted to show quickly to wrap this up. So when you click chat now and you start a new chat, you'll see that
and we have someone asking.
Hello there, I'm Alec, the streaming avatar lead at HeyGen. I'm here to answer any questions you may have about our streaming avatar API.
So you'll see, just to demonstrate, this is the same avatar that I made on the HeyGen website. Now it's hosted on my own website, but it still has all the knowledge that I put into the knowledge base. So that's just to close the loop.
Yes, and I did want to say that someone was asking for more credits. I forgot to tell you all that you'll be getting 5 free credits at the end of the webinar. We are always giving out credits on these webinars, so you can try out all of the new features and the updates. But I'm super excited to see how you're all going to use this. So definitely share it. I know we want everyone to be sharing this and getting it out. I did see another question about can you talk to the avatar? So maybe I know like the voice was a request, a popular request. Is that a feature or is it only text right now? And how does it work? What are the two ways to make an avatar talk?
So if you're just on our demo website, then you can talk to it. So I'll see how quickly this comes up. But yeah, you'll see we have this microphone option there. I can say, for example, "Hi, how are you?"
Yep, that's awesome.
Hello, I'm great, thank you. How can I assist you today?
There you go. That's Joshua. So yes, you can talk using using this microphone button. If you go to our GitHub demo that I referenced before, we do have the ability to enter text there. So when you get into that level of building this out for your own business, you probably will need to anyone who's actually using the API and not just this demo experience or embed, you might need to kind of implement your own solution. So there's some customization needed.
Awesome. And people are asking about the knowledge base. Do you have some more clarity on that? And like if it's housed on HeyGen, on your own website?
Sure. This knowledge base here, yes, this is just a little add-on prompt, and you're at this point you're still using HeyGen's our connection to OpenAI essentially. That's just to make it easy, you're able to demo this, and so on. However, if that's what I mentioned, if you want to have private information, or you want you have your own GPT that you've pre-trained, filled with knowledge on, that you've set up with OpenAI under your own account, you can very easily link that to the streaming API. So that's what you can see here. If you download this GitHub demo, which I think I linked, I put in the chat, but you can also just Google it and find it easily. We have this place for you to enter your OpenAI key in this file. So it's very easy if you say you want to input information about your company's CEO, so that your CEO can answer questions. You can put all that in your own OpenAI instance. You don't need to host that in our knowledge base.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then so it's possible to connect it with an external data set?
Yep, you can do it with an external data set. Again, it's if you connect it with your own OpenAI key, then you can put whatever information you want in that OpenAI instance.
Cool. And someone did say that it doesn't seem to support other languages. Is there a specific way you can select the other languages, or do you have to type it in?
So yeah, if you want to just chat with this demo here, you should. Oh, I got to start a new one. You should be able to have it speak different languages. You can say hello in French, right?
Right. You have to what language to speak.
Bonjour.
Yeah, and if you want it to only speak in French, then you could certainly enter your knowledge base here. You only speak French, right? And so then when you say bonjour, it will reply and say, reply to you in French. So the languages are very easy part of it. It just depends how, what you want. Do you want it to be flexible and speak every language? Do you want it to reply always in the language that it's being spoken to? That's fine. You can just put it in the prompt here. You would just say, always reply in the language that the user, speaks in first, whatever. You would save that. And then if I said bonjour,
yep,
that's it. I mean, this is the power really of the large language models, is that it's just with one simple prompt, it's very easy to, right? So it's replying.
Comment puis-je vous aider aujourd'hui?
So just with one line, I told it, always reply in the language that the user speaks in first. And now any language I speak, it's going to reply in that same language.
Yep.
Hola, yeah, ¿en qué puedo ayudarte hoy?
There you go.
For the last demo that we had done, the prompt that we wrote was, your role is a French teacher. You're speaking with Alec. And then we gave it some instructions, like, ask about his trip to Paris, ask follow-up questions, offer suggestions. Like we were having a whole, French 101 lesson, asking, the most common French phrases and things like that. It was very helpful. Education is one of the best use cases for this.
And that was an interesting one because that was sort of combining both English and French, right? So the avatar, streaming avatar, is really cool. A lot of the powerful, interesting, interactive use cases will come from the knowledge base that you set up, either here on HeyGen or within OpenAI yourself, or whatever you want to connect it to.
There you go. Any other AI?
I have a few. Yeah, it can be Claude or Google, or I just have a few questions. Just I'll rapid fire try to get through here, if that's okay, Nikki.
Yes, go for it.
Okay. Can you manage the tempo or speed of the response? That is coming. That is on the roadmaps. You'll be able to control the speed of the voice. I think this particular was one of the first streaming avatars we made, so it's not. Yeah, it's a little fast. Let's see. Is it only OpenAI? No. As I mentioned, you can connect this to any other source of any other large language model you want, Google or Anthropic. Are there ways to make it speak using my own voice? Yes. You'll just need to create your own instant avatar first, and then you can make it available in streaming. I think we covered that in the first few minutes of the webinar. Is there a limit to how many people can chat with the avatar at the same time? There is a limit. If you want to basically have this be unlimited, we can do that. Click the Talk to Sales button on this demo, and then you and I will eventually connect, and we'll chat about your use case. Let's see, LinkedIn. How much training is required? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you answer that question. I'll get the next one.
How much training is required for the avatar? So not much. That's a question from Pascal. So yeah, creating an instant avatar is super easy. It takes, I think, about 30 seconds of footage or something like that. So yeah, there's not a lot of training at all needed.
Awesome. Yeah, I see people saying they're already testing it out and chatting with Josh, our CEO. So definitely, definitely awesome and really impressive when you try it out yourself. I saw there was a few questions about using your own voice. Yeah, we've kind of addressed this already, but just wanted to say, if you create your own instant avatar, then you can use your avatar and create a streaming avatar as well, and you'll have your own voice.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and let's see what else. You can use our voice, but how good is it at copying an avatar in terms of looking like someone? That's from Nicholas Jackson. Well, the best way to answer your own question is just to create your own avatar and see how it looks like you. I think they're pretty astounding, and how realistic they look. So yeah, that's the best way. If you're curious, the best way to look into the avatar quality is just to make one yourself.
Yep. Can you clarify if this plan is available only on enterprise?
Yeah, so you don't need an enterprise account to go and use this streaming avatar demo. You can do all this, embed and knowledge base and share. I think you do need at least a creator account to now create your own avatar. So if you want to have your own avatar in this streaming demo and then share it and embed it, then you would need, I think, at least a creator account, but not enterprise. You can try this out without an enterprise account.
Yep, sounds good. Does HeyGen have a bug bounty program? I'm not sure. Do you have an answer to that?
I don't know.
That's a great idea, though.
I'm sure we can pay you some credits.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We're always looking to improve, so definitely reach out and give us feedback if you see that there's, any bugs or there's something that could go a little bit smoother.
Yeah, no, I think we'd always be happy to hear about bugs, and if we don't have any official bug bounty,
yeah, we can create one.
If it's a high vulnerable bug, I'm sure we'd love to hear about it.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that this is most of the questions. Maybe we'll answer a couple more. And then let's share the enterprise link so people can get in touch with enterprise team. And then also we can give away the credits in just a few minutes. See if there's any more questions. And let me get that link for the enterprise team.
Yeah. Oh, I see the Judith Smetana's back in. She's a regular attendee. We should make note of our regular viewers.
Yeah, I love seeing the people's names again, and I'm like, oh, I've seen you before. Because sometimes when you're doing these live streams, it doesn't feel like you're talking to people, but I love when people are commenting and they're like, yes, responding.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it definitely helps that there's always two people on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I also wanted to say
Mhm.
if people out there can create their own streaming avatar, and you do share it, please tag us. I think we might have some special prizes, rewards for people who help demonstrate the streaming avatar. So definitely go through the process I showed today. Create your own avatar, put some information in your knowledge base, and share it. We'd love to have people interacting with them.
Yeah, and I think so. We just sent the enterprise team the contact form. So if you do have any more questions about enterprise plans, about API questions, just features that you want access to that you don't have access to right now, definitely fill it out and someone will get in touch with you. And then I think this is a great point, a great part of the show to also tell people about our Discord channel, because we always have so many contests going on in the Discord channel. So there is going to be one in February where we're going to be giving out 5 free credits for you to join the contest. The contest always has cash prizes. We did one for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and we like to award a lot of people that are using HeyGen. But definitely when you do post their videos, tag us on, TikTok, it's HeyGen Official. On Instagram, it's HeyGen. I think on all socials, it's HeyGen or HeyGen Official. So you'll definitely find us, because I see someone is asking. And then I did see a lot of questions about the instant avatar. I did address this on TikTok, but the instant avatar is no longer available in the free plan. It is now in the creator plan because it was accessible to too many people. So it did get, unfortunately, abused, the feature, and it was just there was some issues with someone using it for reasons they're not supposed to use, so like a scam pretty much, and we just had to limit the access. But now with the creator plan, you still can get 3 instant avatars, so you'll be able to use it. And with attending the webinar, you get 5 more credits, because the creator plan is $29 a month and you'll get 15 credits with that. But here you can get 5 free credits, and that basically gives you 5 minutes of video to translate with the video translator, to create with the AI avatars, or to use the streaming avatars. So definitely check it out. Check out all the new features. There's always updates. And next week, we'll be going over another feature in depth. So if there's any specific webinars you want to see, also let us know. There's definitely, we can we could talk for hours about HeyGen and all of its features. And yes, so this is the type form for the 5 free credits. So fill that out, and within 24 hours, you should probably you will get on your account, you will get the 5 free credits. Anything else that you want to add, Alec?
Not really. I think some questions here about API and different languages, and yeah, definitely click the link on the streaming demo to talk to sales. And if you're serious and you really want to make this usable in your business, we'll definitely give you all the answers you need to make that possible. So sorry if there are questions I couldn't answer today, but there are a lot.
Yeah, no, we're taking note of everything. So if you haven't, if you didn't get one of your questions answered, the Discord is the next best place, and the enterprise type form to get in touch with the enterprise team directly. So the Discord also has Nick, who's always on there answering questions, and you can connect with other people that are using it and other ambassadors creating videos. So a lot of great info on the Discord as well. And then everything else we're taking note of. So I see, people are talking about languages that aren't available. We're taking notes of that. If there's any languages, have specific accents, we're always working to improve. And
and also the streaming avatar, unless you're on the enterprise plan, it will not consume your credits. So you can create your streaming avatar, interact with it. It's not going to use any credits. So that will only be if you want to put it in production with an enterprise plan.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I think that's everything. I really hope that you all learned something new, that you're able to see this live streaming avatar and go test it out yourself. Go look at Joshua, go test out our new features, selecting the different avatars. Go look at the GitHub demo. You know, you're welcome to go back into this video and also go back to the different parts of the video where we talked about the knowledge base or how to embed your avatar. So all of that was super new, super helpful, and I hope that you're all going to share some videos and on how you're using the avatars. So thank you again. Thank you all for being here, and stay tuned next Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern for the next webinar.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Bye.